Did you know Julius Caesar had a secret affair that rocked ancient Rome? The powerful general and statesman engaged in a passionate relationship with Servilia, the mother of his eventual assassin, Brutus. Their affair was more than a mere romantic entanglement. It was a political scandal. Servilia was from one of the most prestigious families in Rome, and their liaison caused whispers and tension among the elite. Gifts and letters were exchanged, hinting at a deeper conspiracy. Some even speculated that Brutus was Caesar's illegitimate son. This affair not only highlighted Caesar's personal vulnerabilities, but also sowed seeds of distrust that contributed to his dramatic downfall. Franklin D. Roosevelt had a secret war plan before Pearl Harbor? Months before the infamous attack, FDR and his military advisors were drafting strategies to confront Axis powers. Known as Rainbow Five, this top-secret plan outlined U.S. military involvement in a global war, anticipating conflicts in both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Despite the U.S.'s neutral stance, Roosevelt foresaw the need to support allies and counteract Axis aggression. Pearl Harbor's attack expedited these plans, but FDR's foresight in Rainbow Five demonstrated his strategic genius, positioning the U.S. for its pivotal role in World War II. Discover the intrigue behind history's covert. Winston Churchill have altered the course of World War II with one covert operation? In 1944, a clandestine scheme, codenamed Operation Foxley, was crafted by British intelligence to assassinate Adolf Hitler. The plan involved snipers, poison, and even a potential raid on Hitler's retreat in the Bavarian Alps. Intriguingly, they had detailed information on Hitler's daily routines and habits, providing a glimmer of hope for its success. Yet, the plan was never executed. Some argue it was too risky. Others believe eliminating Hitler might have led to a more competent Nazi leadership. This extraordinary but unfulfilled chapter of history reveals the lengths to which leaders would go to change the tide. What really happened on the night of June 10, 323 BC? Alexander the Great, the legendary conqueror, fell gravely ill and died under mysterious circumstances at just 32 years old. Some say it was a fever, others whisper of poisoning. While ancient texts suggest natural causes, the rapid onset of his illness raises eyebrows. Was it the jealousy of his generals or a plot from enemies within his empire? Theories abound, from the poison-laced wine to the exotic disease he contracted during his campaigns. Despite extensive historical records, the true cause remains an enigma. Alexander's death remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries, leaving us to speculate. A pinch of salt could dismantle an empire. In 1930, Mahatma Gandhi embarked on a 240-mile journey that would change the course of history. Known as the Salt March or Dandi March, this act of civil disobedience was in direct defiance of the British colonial salt monopoly. Starting from Sabarmati Ashram, Gandhi and 78 followers walked to the coastal village of Dandi. By the time they arrived, thousands had joined. Gandhi's symbolic act of making salt from seawater on April 6, 1930, galvanized the nation. It highlighted the unjust British laws and energized the Indian independence movement, proving that even the smallest actions could have monumental. Did you know that Theodore Roosevelt embarked on a secret expedition to map the Amazon River? In 1913, after losing his bid for a third presidential term, Roosevelt sought adventure and headed to Brazil. Partnering with famed explorer Candido Rondon, he navigated the uncharted River of Doubt. The journey was perilous. They faced treacherous rapids, tropical diseases, and dwindling supplies. Roosevelt himself nearly died from a severe infection. Despite the odds, their mission was successful. They mapped the river, which was later renamed Rio Roosevelt in his honor. This daring adventure solidified Roosevelt's legacy as a fearless fight against apartheid was also waged behind closed doors. In 1985, while still imprisoned, Nelson Mandela began secret talks with South Africa's apartheid government. The stakes were high. Mandela risked being seen as a traitor by his own supporters, but he believed in the power of dialogue. These covert meetings, kept hidden even from his ANC comrades, were aimed at dismantling the brutal system of racial segregation. The bold move paid off. Mandela's strategy of negotiation, coupled with international pressure, eventually led to his release in 1990 and the subsequent dismantling of apartheid, reshaping South Africa's future. What happens when two iconic leaders unite for a common cause? In 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. and Cesar Chavez formed an unlikely yet powerful alliance that changed history. While MLK championed civil rights, Chavez fought tirelessly for farm workers' rights. Their collaboration peaked when King publicly supported Chavez's Great Boycott, a pivotal move that amplified the plight of migrant workers and gained national attention. Letters exchanged between them revealed mutual admiration and a shared vision of social justice. This partnership bridged movements, illustrating how unity can transcend different struggles to foster widespread change. Their untold alliance remains a testament to the power of solidarity. Did you know that centuries before Columbus, there was a Chinese admiral who led one of the greatest maritime fleets in history? Zheng He, a eunuch and trusted advisor of the Ming Dynasty, embarked on 7 epic voyages between 1405 and 1433. Commanding a fleet of over 300 ships and 28,000 men, Zheng He ventured across the Indian Ocean, reaching as far as the eastern coast of Africa. His expeditions were not just about exploration, but were diplomatic missions that expanded China's influence. Zheng He brought back exotic treasures, forged alliances, and demonstrated the might of the Ming Dynasty. His voyages remain a testament to China's maritime prowess and ambition. Theodore Roosevelt, a man known for his speak softly and carry a big stick policy, secretly brokered peace in one of the most brutal conflicts of the early 20th century. In 1905, as the Russo-Japanese War raged on, Roosevelt initiated clandestine negotiations between the warring nations. Using his diplomatic prowess, he hosted secret meetings in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Facing immense pressure and skepticism, Roosevelt skillfully navigated the complexities of international politics. His successful mediation not only ended the war, but also earned him the Nobel Peace Prize in 1906. Roosevelt's behind-the-scenes maneuvering showcased his ability to lead through diplomacy, shaping global history.